Do as a stand-up comic, because the most tempting thing to do is to try and say something so appalling that the free speech rally tries to silence me. But it's a weird thing. When you defend free speech, it has to be for everyone, pretty much, with the few exceptions that AC Grayling mentioned. And it has to be, the test is, it has to also be for people whose views you find abhorrent, or idiotic, or even dangerous. Okay, so you can't criticise alternative therapies as being nonsense, which most of them are, without simultaneously allowing idiots to say, I believe that vaccines cause autism, or that sticking magnets down your pants guards against alien abduction. And the point is that the right to make the true and important points is so vital that we need to guard that right no matter whether we agree with what's being said, otherwise you just don't believe it. But from my point of view, free speech is the right to make jokes that other people find offensive. And people find jokes offensive a lot, making a kind of logical fallacy if you can't joke about that because it's not funny. That subject isn't funny, therefore you can't joke about it, which is to misunderstand what a joke is. The joke's funny, the thing it's about absolutely does not have to be. A lot of the best jokes are about things that aren't funny at all. You can find a knock-knock joke funny without finding doors hysterical. Yeah. And even if the joke touches on something that you feel sensitive about, it's not the fault of the joke, it's the fault of your sensitivity. If I say, why did the chicken cross the road? You've no business saying, how could you say that after my mother was pecked to death? Unless my punchline is to peck your mum to death, in which case I'm picking on you. So from my point of view, the right to free speech is the right to make offensive jokes, to make jokes critical of Islam. But that right comes along with the right of racist idiots who think that all Muslims should take their mosques back to Moscow. You have a right to be offended, but you don't have a right to demand a world that doesn't offend you. I despise racism and I despise lies, but I've never heard of a society where those things were wiped out by putting the people who utter them in prison. This is a brilliant fight, really worth doing. Thank you for turning up. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.